welcome back.
Hi.
So we reviewed 3 movies together since you joined us.
Yeah.
And this is the 3rd time I have to ask the question, what the fuck was that?
Yeah. No, I honestly am curious to hear what you have to say before I say it.
Okay.
Because you're
Okay.
a boy.
So I gotta get a little background on this one because this is not on my original schedule. This is a movie
This one was my fault.
I heard nothing. I didn't even know this movie existed until you put a Facebook comment in our group and said, "Hey, I'm gonna see this movie tomorrow. Anyone want to come?" I was like, me and Karina haven't done a movie in a really long time. That would be fun. Let's go see a movie. So what movie are we going to see? The Life of the Teenage Girl. Oh, okay. So it seems like Me and Earl and the Dying Girl. Okay, that sounds pretty innocent enough. No.
No.
Okay. Objectively, this movie is excellent.
Okay, good. Yeah, okay. I agree.
Emotionally, there are so many things I'm not comfortable with. So many things that are like, I don't know how to feel about this. I need an adult. Because, this movie, I feel like you could have entitled 2 different things. You could have called The Diary of a Teenage Girl. You also could have called it How Many Terrible Mistakes I Can Make in an Hour and 45 Minutes, and How Many Underage Sex Scenes Can We Fit into an Hour and 45 Minutes.
It was hard to watch.
This is a hard sit. Sit. It's a very good sit, but it's fucking hard to watch.
I wouldn't recommend seeing this with a parent.
No, God, no. God, no. I'd rather watch, all of Game of Thrones, just all the sex scenes on Game of Thrones, than sit with this with my parents at any circumstance.
Yeah.
I would rather show them my porn than go watch this movie with my parents. No. It's hey, we heard, hey, son, you want to go see a Life of a Teenage Girl with us? No. Just look at my Google history. Do anything. Just don't do that.
There were several points in which I turned to him and just apologized. We both had a hard week, and I don't know that we were emotionally prepared.
No, I will admit this did give me the feels a few times. Okay, so let's break this movie down, because there's a lot to talk about. So, this movie is about a girl named, what was her name? Minnie. Okay, I knew it started with an M. I was gonna go Maggie, but no, that doesn't sound right.
Minnie.
She's a 15-year-old girl, and she's basically having an affair with her mom's boyfriend, who is 35 in this movie. That right there.
Yeah.
I have problems with. Now, to be fair, this isn't like That's My Boy. It's not done distastefully. As much as pedophile can be done tastefully. But at the same time, you're never really supposed to like the guy she's sleeping with.
No, you're never really supposed to like him. The thing I think I enjoyed the most about this movie is I think realistically, for the time it was too, it was as close as you're gonna get to how said teenage 15 girl would have been acting, thinking, and feeling at that time.
I completely agree, and that's what makes the movie work. If it was just tasteless porn, I would have hated this fucking movie.
Yeah.
What makes it work though is it does feel very authentic. The characters do feel real, and even though they're doing horrible things, and no one gets away from this movie scot-free.
Yeah.
Everyone does something absolutely horrible in this movie.
I mean, just the setting itself, the time was the 70s,
the
70s, so a shit ton of drugs, or
there's drugs, there's sex, drugs, and rock and roll. You got the whole 70s package.
Yeah, but
and other packages.
Essentially, this movie is the more extreme side of what it really fucking feels like to be a teenage girl.
Yeah, I mean, the way it's written and the way the actress, the way Minnie is played out, I can feel the authenticity.
Yeah, I mean, they really touch on a lot of, deep, really deep issues, what it is like to be a teenage girl, to really, really want to be fucking liked by someone. Like, that just...
And the guy
crazy.
who was shamelessly manipulated.
Yeah, and then...
Which they acknowledge.
Yeah, they acknowledge how easy it is to manipulate her just because she wants so badly to be liked, and the hormones and the, you know, like, it's real. It's not, you know... I mean... I feel like, if anything, this movie is real as fuck.
It is real as fuck. And that's like... even there are parts I will admit got me pretty good, too. Like, this isn't... like exclusive teenage girls here. There's guys do the same thing.
It's not
like as we all remember our first relationship where we were just so happy that once like, oh thank God this person wants me and I'm so happy, and then the fucking roller coaster that follows that, it just goes all over the goddamn place. It captures it all very well. You know, with just a hefty little side of pedophilia in case you know you weren't comfortable with that already.
Yeah.
Just to go for the Oscar, I guess.
Yeah. Well, and then, you know, that shit does... I'm cussing too much. I'm sorry.
You do know what show you're on, right?
Yeah, I know, but I feel like it's overboard because the intensity of this movie, like, requires it.
You do know who you're in the car with, right?
Okay.
There should be a count. You know, like in that one South Park episode where they start counting the word they say shit and for a half hour? That's my show, except it's like, I feel it goes well over.
Yeah. I feel like this shit does happen. It does happen, and I think this movie portrayed it beautifully from her perspective.
From her perspective.
I feel like we tend to generally get, you know, the guy's perspective or the family's perspective, the media's perspective, blah, 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 when relations like this occur. But I feel like, realistically speaking, from her point of view...
No, like, it was done excellently. It
was done really well.
But it is insanely uncomfortable subject matter. It is very uncomfortable.
Very uncomfortable. I cannot... Please don't even think about seeing this with a family member.
Like, remember your reaction to my expression? My expression was like this. For like a good chunk of the movie, yours is more like hiding your face.
Yeah, I was just like...
like, oh my God. There was a part where you turned away from the screen like, I can't deal.
No,
I can't deal.
No.
I can't handle this.
I, like, needed a full minute, like, after and even during at some points. It was...
And there's a lot of fucking sex in this movie, too.
Yeah.
A lot of fucking sex. Like, the best... I don't know if you've ever seen a movie called Blue is the Warmest Color.
Yes.
It reminded me a lot of that movie. And a little hint of Birdman in there, too, with the surrealism. So it is...
Okay, yeah. I get both of those.
If you get what I'm talking about. So, like, this movie is very much kind of like Blue is the Warmest Color in the fact that it is very much just about trying to explore your sexuality while also just trying to grow up as a person and realize, hey, you know, maybe this adult thing isn't what it's all cracked out to be.
Yeah, really.
And also, fucking everything with a heartbeat.
Yeah.
I would say, like, this movie's better than Blue is a Warmer Color.
I think so, yeah, and which is a lot for me because I loved Blue is the Warmest Color. I loved it.
But Blue is the Warmest Color did not need to be 3 hours.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's exactly what I was just going to say right now. Okay, it did not need to be as long as it was, but
that movie was 3 goddamn hours. I mean, it's a good movie too, but this one, like, I feel like it captures the themes of that movie better in this one. Just, I would say, coming of age tale with a bit of surrealism mixed in, with some very interesting animation styles. Because there's like, she's an artist, and so they do that thing with that Me and Earl, the Dying Girl, and a lot of these kind of teenager movies do, where they have strange animation out of nowhere for some reason.
Yeah.
Like, there was a part in the movie where she's tripping on acid and she starts, like, magic stuff with feathers and flying, and all I could think of was Birdman, and like the Birdman voice going, "There you go, you motherfucker." Or another voice going, "This is what they want. They want violence. They want action, not this deep, depressing, philosophical bullshit."
You did that pretty well.
Thank you.
No,
Birdman was my one of my all-time favorite movies.
That was so
I loved Birdman. That's a movie it's quickly become my favorite movies of all time.
I need to watch it a second time. I only watched it when it came out in theaters. I haven't watched it a second time.
Come over to my house next week. We will watch Birdman.
Oh yeah, I agree. Like takes elements from a lot of those movies.
Yeah, it's just the surrealism from Birdman mixed with the sexual content. Yeah,
I'm
it's fair.
still recovering.
It's fair. It's fair.
honest.
It's a lot to take in. It's one of those movies. Like, do not go to this movie unprepared like we did. I did too. Like, I was like,
Him more so than me.
because I deliberately, like, as soon as I was like, nope, I'm not gonna learn anything about this. I'm gonna go into this completely cold. I'm gonna find out what it's about. Watch it. What the fuck?
I think it was super interesting to watch it with you being a male because I'm sitting here thinking like, wow, I remember that. Like, wow, I remember feeling that shitty. Wow, I remember being that desperate and reckless and idiotic as a teenager, and
It's fairly universal.
yeah,
Coming from the teenage guy perspective, I can tell you, it's not quite in the same way, but it's universal, if only in the basics. And I grew up with two
in the
sisters
basics.
too.
Yeah,
So-
I get that. I was like just thinking like
Yeah,
I never went to those extremes, but like
No, God, no.
I totally know, like, they made, although she was doing crazy things, having crazy sex, like inappropriate sex, and doing a ton of drugs,
and
like almost getting drug into prostitution at one point.
and did one, yeah, like she literally goes into prostitution at one point. It's like,
It was still done to such a tasteful point that there was not a point in the movie where I couldn't identify with her.
I'm not sure tasteful is the word. I'm not sure tasteful is the word I would use so much as more just realistic.
Yeah, not tasteful, realistic. Yeah,
Because like there's like the
realistic.
prostitution from Candy Mountain was really tastefully done.
Yeah. No, you're saying I just mean like tasteful in that like it wasn't porn. Like
Yeah, I know. No. I thought the porn was really tasteful. You know, she was, you know, while she was sucking that guy off while drinking a 39 Bajwu, I don't know what Glencoe was. Yeah, so it was a very tasteful blowjob. The angles were quite elegant, and
quite a few.
the cinematography was outstanding.
in this
Yes, you can
movie.
really see the shine off the testicles.
If you've seen the trailer, it gives nothing away.
It goes well with this bottle of brandy that's been distilled 3 times and shot out of a monkey's ass.
When you say things like that, I picture it in my head.
Now you're thinking, it's like, does porn go well with scotch? You would not see this movie in depth.
I feel like I need alcohol now. Like, legitimately, I feel like the only cure at this point is a fucking shot of some very strong
We're not drinking in my car, because I feel like that's going to get me arrested.
No, absolutely not. But I feel like
And that's one thing
if I had planned this movie appropriately, I would have had a shot.
I absolutely would have had something to drink before I walked in there. Before I knew I was walking myself, I was like, I mean, if I did have one gripe with this movie, it's the fact that where the fuck are the parents or the police in any point in this movie?
Okay, I agree, but it's also the 70s.
Was the 70s like that?
Probably not. But I feel like that was my
They had much more tasteful porn back in the 70s.
in my head throughout the whole movie. Like, this is the 70s, things were different. Just let it go. Like, that was kind of my excuse in the movie. Like, I don't know.
It's the 70s, nobody gave a shit. Everyone was high and dancing. You know, that might actually be true.
We were born quite a bit after, so
No! You don't say!
See, that's how that movie is how I picture the 70s in my head, though. Like,
Probably.
to be honest, that's exactly how I have always pictured the 70s.
I mean, there are just so many things in the movie that are so fucked up!
That's how I picture the 70s.
Just everything's fucked up to the extreme. Everything!
But everyone's on drugs, so no one really notices.
Everyone's fucking and smoking, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Making tasteful porn.
Yeah. There's a couple of, like, random philosophical, like, philosophers thrown in.
Everyone's a philosopher on weed.
But they all do drugs, too.
Everyone's a philosopher on weed. We've all done it. Like, I'll admit, after I've had a couple, sometimes I'll get a little philosophical. Like, let me tell you some things. Well, put on the porn. I'll grab the scotch, you know? Talk about the meaning of life. No, not that porn. That's that's dirty porn. Get the classy porn. It's on the special shelf. The classy porn. That's on the top shelf in the golden shelf. That was what was in the briefcase in the Pulp Fiction. There was this classy porn. That's all it was. The golden light. Oh, is that what I think it is? Yes.
I've actually been reading this guy Foucault, who was like a philosopher. Oh no, he's not a philosopher. A theorist, I guess.
Okay.
That
that's a lot of money in that racket, but
did a lot of pornography.
Really?
He, at his ripe old age of 57, died of AIDS after his crazy sexual experiences and trips on LSD and such things. But the man's genius, apparently.
Apparently, yeah, that's why he died of AIDS. Use protection.
Yeah, so
let that be a lesson. Like, I thought for sure this girl was gonna get pregnant in this movie. I thought for sure.
I was seriously thought she was gonna get pregnant. I thought she was gonna get pregnant. And that's how her mom was gonna find out.
Yeah, you think that'd be the way, but no, the real lesson. Okay, yeah.
I guess that's the only not realistic part of it. She didn't get pregnant.
So I guess they used a lot of protection,
and
or
she didn't apparently get any STDs.
Oh yeah.
Because there's no way any of those events.
I just like.
Wait, what in that scene where they were like flicking, the very beginning where she's like, "I want you to fuck me."
Oh yeah,
were they flicking a condom?
I think they were flicking like a. I don't know what they were flicking, but I don't think it was a condom.
It was either a matchbox or a condom.
I think it was a matchbox.
I thought it was a condom at first.
Okay, so let's explain how this whole thing begins, because again, it kind of comes to the Koreans like lots of problems with this part. So I get where, as the teenage girl, I get where she's coming from. The guy has no fucking excuse.
None. But they never do.
Like, she's a 15-year-old girl. She's an idiot. Yep. By default of that age. I don't care.
A hormonal idiot.
A hormonal idiot. So she and her mother's boyfriend, what was his name, Ronnie?
No, Monroe.
Monroe, I was close. Him and Monroe go out to his bar, because that's where you take 15-year-old girls. And they start playing around until some weird.
Apparently there was no drinking age in the 70s.
I guess
either.
Not. That bugged me too a little bit. It's like,
no one got carded. Yeah. I don't know.
70s.
I still don't know what happened in the 70s, but okay. Anyone who lived through the 70s, verify this information.
Because they're clearly watching our show.
You never know.
You never know, actually.
You never know.
Apparently I got a lot of viewers in Serbia, so go figure.
Sweet.
Seriously, it was like a huge spike in views from Serbia at one point. It's like, really? Why? Okay.
Serbia.
Whatever. Alright. So yeah, and then there's a part where for some reason he starts she starts trying to bite his finger.
They have this little flirty ooh, I'm gonna punch you, and then they end up touching.
And then she starts getting all sexual, and he gets naturally doing the right thing. Says, I'm not sure how comfortable I am with this. And he says, I'm getting a little aroused by this. This isn't really okay. This is kind of weird. And then she says, I want you to fuck me. Not like that, obviously. But.
No, it didn't happen like that. First he said, you gave me hard.
Yeah, you made me hard.
You made me hard. And then she said, I want you to fuck me.
Yeah, and not with my deep monotone.
No, he said, you made me hard, stuck her hand down his pants. And then, is there someone? No?
Oh, there's this guy come back to his car.
Oh, okay. Awkward.
Maybe, no, he's just here for the classy porn.
Oh, two people, okay.
Don't
mind us.
It happens all the time, don't worry. You get used to it. Anywho, so at first he does the right thing. He goes, no, this is not okay. We need to take a step back. And then, of course, he does the fucking douchebag, illegal, gross, pedophile, bastard thing and says, you really do want to be fucked, don't you? Yeah. And then, yeah. They start fucking. Not right there, obviously, but, they start this affair going on, and it's fucking creepy, and they show a lot of it.
Yeah.
And again, these are sex scenes with 15-year-olds.
Yeah. And then the whole, a lot of the movie, I guess, is sort of, narrated by her, audio diary.
Yeah, which, by the way, bad idea in general.
Yeah, so, I mean, that's how everything actually ends up getting found out.
Yeah, her mom starts to suspect something's going on.
Discovered, yeah.
And she discovers at the very end and get the inevitable blowout. One thing I did like is that after that whole confrontation, more shit goes down, and her mother basically tries to force him to marry Monroe. Naturally,
in her super druggy state.
In her super druggy state, naturally she panics and runs away. And when she gets back, There's no big fight. She says, I'm happy you're back. Get over here, you stupid, dumb teenage girl.
A little slap to the face.
Which is completely warranted.
Some hugs, yeah.
Some hugs, and then she's like, and then Minnie starts trying to talk about it, and she goes, no.
We're not talking about
We're never talking about this again.
This is ending.
Like, this is it.
Yeah.
We're never talking about this again. And I was kind of like, okay. Yeah, okay, yeah. I don't blame at all. I would never want to talk about this again either.
Send her to a therapist.
Exactly, to deal with the therapy bills and just move the fuck on. Oh my god, it's...
Yeah, and then basically it ends with her kind of accepting herself and realizing that
she don't need no man.
Yeah, she doesn't need a guy.
She don't need no man.
And she doesn't need anyone to accept her but herself.
Yeah, which is, I guess, that's one way to get to a moral.
Yeah, I mean...
But after go through, like, sex with a 35-year-old...
yeah, basically.
Get into, like, a very brief lesbian relationship who does horrible drugs and alcohol and everything wrong with your life. Like, you should never
Pimps her out, basically.
Pimps her out. No, I don't have anything wrong. I have no issue with lesbian relationships. I do have, when they're... people you're dealing with this are drug abusing horrible people.
Yeah, that try to pimp you out. Yes.
Try to pimp you up and are probably grubby prostitute.
I was like kind of stoked about that. I was like, this is cute. Like they're both cute.
Oh, she got it like a prostitute.
Like,
that's adorable.
I was like, well, I didn't know she was a prostitute. Okay, like I knew she did. I thought it was cute, and then like there's one scene where her arm kind of like falls over, and you see like the track marks on her arm, and then I was like, "Fuck, this isn't cute." God damn it! God damn it!
Was that around the time you're going? This is too much. I can't deal. I can't. Just no. Like doing this and Maggie.
I know.
It's like, can we go watch Terminator or something? Just go watch something where we don't go, dear Jesus Christ.
I gotta go home and watch like Wizard of Oz or something. I don't know.
Or Bambi.
No.
No, like they play that happy song after the death scene, so it's okay.
I'll watch like the first. No.
It's like I need to watch something happy.
Yeah,
quick,
no.
just grab something. Old Yeller. No.
Oh, I'll watch Donnie Darko. Oh, that's fantastic.
Oh yeah, that's a perfect cheery up movie.
That's a perfect cheery up movie for me.
It's like, oh man, I need to be cheered up. I'm gonna watch There Will Be Blood. That's I could really go for a milkshake right now.
Comfort food sounds good after that movie.
Yeah, after that, it's like, I actually probably could go for a milkshake.
A cheeseburger.
Oh my god.
Something comforting. Yeah, I don't know. That was...
That was an experience.
It wasn't too long. It
felt longer than it was.
It felt longer than it was, but I think it was the perfect amount of time.
Yeah, I would say, like, I can't think of anything. I can't think of anything that would be cut out. Well, maybe a little less gratuitous sex scenes, but...
Yeah, I mean, I could have done without some of the sex scenes.
Like, everybody fucking everybody. Like, because apparently after...
Except for the mom. The mom's the only one we didn't see fuck anyone.
That is true. She probably included that in her contract. It's like, okay, you're gonna vote this team? I don't want to... I'm not getting naked for this.
Stabler from Law & Order, SVU, I don't know his real name.
Oh.
He's like the former stepdad.
Dad, who's kind of a dick, but also has some good points.
Well, yeah, he's like kind of a dick, but the only one that has any responsible...
Yeah, like you don't
takes responsibility for anything.
And he calls it right away. Like, I guess he's like a PhD therapist is kind of what they imply.
Yeah.
But even like he looks at, he walks in the house, because he's flying from New York, and he watches Minnie, and he sees Monroe sitting on the couch, kind of looks back and forth and goes, there's something wrong here.
I think he like threw her pants at her though, and he was like, you left these at my house.
That's true. That's probably another dead giveaway.
Yeah, but I think he already knew like
he
a lot
can
of other
tell
stuff too.
Like he can tell something was going on. At the same time, I love his handshake philosophy.
Yeah, that's my favorite. That's my favorite.
Because like his idea for giving a handshake is like, okay, here's like, no, you're doing it wrong. Make a firm handshake, look it dead in the eye, and you give a signal like going, I'm better than you, you son of a bitch. And I'm not exaggerating. He says it exactly like that.
I honestly think that was my favorite part of the movie.
And that did tie in at the very end.
Like the end, yeah, with the end, like she says her final goodbyes to Monroe,
and he's like, because a firm handshake,
like,
and she's
basically like, fuck off.
And you hear the monologue over her head going, "I'm better than you son of a bitch."
And her face is just perfect.
Yeah.
And it's just, I love it so much.
I mean, like, all the performances in this movie are outstanding.
Yeah, I don't think there's not one single.
Like, I can't think of anyone I would call even remotely bad performance. Even the extras are pretty good.
Yeah.
I had trouble I kind of had trouble telling the blondes apart, to be honest. So I was kind of like, which one's the good blonde and which one's the bad blonde? I'm confused. Because there's two blondes in this movie. One's like the slightly more innocent best friend, slightly. And then there's the other one that's just straight up whore. Pretty much.
Well, she's like a straight up drug addict. Like, do anything for drugs. The other one's just reckless.
I'm not exaggerating. If she wasn't a whore by the time they met, she's going to be. She's kind of one of those women.
It was intense.
Yeah, so, I was just compared to Me and Earl and the Dying Girl.
I liked that movie a lot.
I liked it too. I'm just saying.
And comparatively, I felt a lot better after watching that, and someone died at the end.
That is true.
And I still felt a lot better after watching that movie. A lot better.
I mean, this will probably go on my top 10 list.
I mean, it was really good. I feel like these indie movies are always like right up my alley. Like these.
Yeah, they usually on mine too. We don't get to watch the main ones I would like, because there's usually so many more mainstream things.
That are overshadowed.
Or the one that Grant wants, or the ones that Grant want to see. Are the ones I'm like, I don't know about that one. Because he's asked a few times, like, I don't know. It just doesn't look that interesting.
Wait, which one?
I think there was one like I forget what it was called. It came out in January. It was like something in the Treasure Hunter. It was like a form.
Oh, I wanted to see that so bad. I should have gone with Grant to see it.
I think this was before we met. So.
Oh, I wanted to see that so bad, and then it was like gone by the time I wanted to see it.
Oh, I will call him back. All right, sorry about that.
You're good. We're good. Yeah.
Okay. I can't think of much else to say. You got anything?
I feel like if indie movies are your thing, and if you're cool with like copious amounts of sex scenes that you're not gonna have to watch with your parents or anything.
If you've seen Blue is the Warmest Color and you think that's my kind of movie, you'll like this movie. I think this one's harder to watch, but you'll like it. I think it's harder to watch, but it's
it.
in the same vein.
Yeah.
In terms of kind of what, and that movie's rated NC-17.
Is it really?
Yeah, that was like.
It's a really long sex scene in that movie.
There's a lot of really long sex scenes in that movie.
Yeah.
Especially that scene in the restaurant towards the end.
I love that movie. I'm sorry, I love that movie so much.
It's not necessarily my bag, but I respect it.
I am really into queer films, so.
That is a horrible way to call it.
No, it's not. That's terminology that it's acceptable to use.
Is it?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Yes. I promise you.
All right. I'm just saying, if
unless you're like among an older generation, then probably not so much.
Just send all your hate mail to her. Yeah.
Let's talk queer theory.
Okay.
If you have any, send it.
Okay. All right. Just make sure I've got to cover my bases. All right.
Yes, we're good.
Jesus Christ, man. That's the.
I watch all of the queer YouTubers on the YouTube.
Oh, so they call it that?
Yes, it's okay.
Okay.
It's okay.
Right.
Queer is a reclaimed slur, even though we're so far off the topic of the movie right now.
Yeah.
But there
because that never happens.
There's a lesbian sex scene. I'm gonna count it.
Fair enough. I can respect that. Not quite as gratuitous as Blue was the Warmest Color, but.
Yeah.
Not even close.
No.
At least those characters are legal, I think.
Yeah, they're both legal.
Okay. I have to assume the actress in this movie is legal too, otherwise.
Yeah, that was literally like my only solitude throughout
that
the
was
whole
kind of
movie.
mine too.
In real life, she's over 18. In real life, she's over 18. In my head, this isn't really happening.
Yeah. That's kind of what I was thinking too. It's like, okay, it's okay. You don't feel too uncomfortable. I still feel very uncomfortable. My brain's going, I can't deal, man. This isn't good. It's like, it's okay.
I'm actually curious how old she is in real life. Because she plays off that young. Well,
I mean, it's like, do I want to find out?
And I'm sure that guy is younger than 35. They just put a mustache on him and he looked about the age.
Well, apparently it's played by Alexander Skarsgård, so.
Ooh, what? Oh.
Yeah, it does not give her birthday on this. But it's played by Belle Powley, so I'm guessing this was her first movie.
Is it? She looks so familiar though.
Yeah, but Alexander Skarsgård played Monroe. What else have you been in?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even recall seeing him in anything else, but I'm sure he is.
He was in...
Oh, that movie I never saw that I've seen the cover of a million times.
He's been in... Oh, he's Battleship. 13, Straw Dog, The Giver.
Didn't see.
A lot of indie stuff.
Okay.
Zoolander. He was in Zoolander.
He was in Zoolander?
Yeah.
How was he in Zoolander? I need to watch Zoolander again.
Not my movie.
You like Zoolander?
I don't like Zoolander.
Oh my god, I love Zoolander.
I
so
can't
much.
stand
I
it.
have a thing for what's his name?
Ben Stiller.
Ben Stiller. I love Ben Stiller.
Do you like
so
Will
much.
Ferrell?
I hate Will Ferrell.
Oh, okay, good.
I love Ben Stiller. I hate Will Ferrell.
See, I like Will Ferrell when he's doing voice acting because I feel like he's actually trying.
Okay, voice acting, yeah.
Because he was actually really good in the Lego movie.
Zero judgments as far as voice acting goes. I have no. Okay, saying I hate Will Ferrell is a little harsh.
No,
I don't hate him, but
I hate his movie career.
yeah, there you go. That's better. That's a better way to phrase it. Yeah.
Because I love his performance in the Lego movie. That's like the one movie I watch Will Ferrell in where
I
I
feel
can
like he'd
tolerate
be
him.
like super fun to hang out with in real life, but I don't really want to watch his movies.
Yeah, fuck his movies. Anyway, we are way off topic now, so let's just move
Just
on.
like cut the last like.
Oh, we do this all the time.
Yep.
I think it was.
Oh yeah, we didn't do the previous.
I think when we did record the
About
review
that.
for The Man from U.N.C.L.E., Muha, who I don't think you've met him yet.
No, I
Uh,
didn't. Oh, I didn't
we-
watch you guys review on that.
He went on I think on a 20-30 minute tangent reviewing the Human Centipede trilogy.
Oh. Okay, I don't feel bad anymore. Okay.
Yeah, so don't worry.
I don't feel
It's
bad
it's actually a very good critique of the series, by the way. So
I've never seen it, and I am hesitant to ever watch it.
the first woman I ever dated made me watch the first one. We did not last very long. Thankfully, there is zero chance she's watching this, so I can say that.
So not romantic.
No. And she fucking left before the movie was over, too. So it's like, fuck it, I'll watch the rest of it.
I think we've talked about this more. Did you see fucking Splice?
Was that the one with Adrian Brody? Fucking the weird...
Fucking destroyed my soul before I left the fucking theater.
And had like the weird, like, alien baby thing at the end. Yeah, I've seen that movie. Yeah, that was weird.
That was weird. Speaking of weird as shit. Yes.
Okay, so trailers.
Yeah,
We got Sleeping
even
with
remember.
Other People.
I want to see that. It looks like your average romantic comedy.
It does look
but
kind
I
of
want to see
generic.
it.
Who's
It
in that
looks
movie?
generic as hell. God, why am I blinking?
'Cause I feel like
remember.
I'm-
There's a ton of people in it. I
Like,
remember.
I'm gonna look it up because I swear, like, I know, like, the main lead girl in that movie looks familiar. Oh, Allison Bright, Community.
Oh, I still haven't watched Community.
You haven't watched Community? Oh my god.
I know I'm missing out so much.
Yeah,
Okay.
Allison Bright. Yeah, she's one of the lead stars in that show.
Let's see
And
who else is in it?
Jason Sudeikis,
Okay, yeah.
and
okay.
that's Allison Bright. What else she done? She was also in a Lego movie. She played Unikitty.
Mm.
She did a great job as Unikitty, I might add. Yeah, she. Oh, go away, ad.
Who
She-
else is in that movie?
Let's see.
Sorry, hiccups.
How dare you? Jason Sudeikis, Adam Scott, Jason. I can't even pronounce that.
No. Catherine Anderson, Natasha. Oh, Natasha Lyonne. Natasha Lyonne's the one that I was thinking of in this movie. Have you seen But I'm a Cheerleader?
I have
Speaking
not.
of queer films, But I'm a Cheerleader is a fantastic one,
It's-
and you should watch
If
it.
it ever pops up on Netflix, I'll watch it.
It actually might be. I have it on DVD, but it's a super indie weird movie.
Tell you what. I got the house to myself next week. Come over, we'll watch Birdman, and we'll watch But with the Cheerleader.
But I'm a Cheerleader. Yeah, I'm
But I'm
still
a
trying to convince a couple people to watch it. So yeah, I'll add you to the list of convincing.
Just come over, we'll watch a couple movies, we'll drink some beers, it'll be fun. All
Make
right.
up for the lack of alcohol tonight.
Yeah.
That I really needed.
I'll buy a 12-pack, we'll be fine. All right. And then we got A Walk in the Woods. This trailer I've gotten before with Robert Redford and...
I'm not even remembering this trailer.
It was the road trip movie, kind of.
Oh, like it was basically The Way.
Yeah, except more comedic and more slapsticky.
Yeah.
And it has, I always forget his name, the other guy, the one with the big gruffy voice.
I I don't know his name. I'm never gonna remember his name.
Like, it's... I have to... This happens like the 5th time this has happened where I forget the guy's name, because he was in the Ang Lee Hulk movie, is how I know him from.
Oh, yeah. Nope, don't know.
Okay, I keep Googling shit, guys. Sorry, but I gotta know. I gotta know. It's gonna drive me fucking crazy. I just know he's the guy who sounds like if a bear wore a man suit. It would be this guy.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that assessment. I don't know, like, the only thing I can think of in this trailer is, like, okay, so this is exactly the way.
Nick Nolte. Nick Nolte, that's his name. All right. Robert Redford, Nick Nolte, which are both actors I like. Robert Redford's a great actor.
I mean, I want to see this. I would watch it for sure, but it looks exactly like The Way, and I am good.
Now, which one was The Way again?
With
Was that with one Reese Witherspoon that came out last year?
No. It was on Netflix, and it has Mighty Ducks guy and his dad. Brat Pack Kid.
I never watched the Mighty Ducks as a kid.
Oh my god, okay, Breakfast Club. The douchey buff guy. The jock. What?
I know.
The hell?
I know.
You haven't
I know.
seen
I know.
Breakfast Club.
I know. I know.
Okay, we've got a list going of movies that need to be watched.
I've still never seen Back to the Future either.
Okay, well, Emilio Estevez.
Okay.
Emilio
Okay. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Okay,
Yeah.
and then his dad are in that movie, and he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna do this," and then his son passes away, and then
Oh!
guy.
That's the one that encouraged idiots everywhere to like quit everything and live in a van.
Did it?
A lot of people did,
Wow.
and a lot of people died.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate,
A lot.
but I believe it.
A lot of people died.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, you know,
It looked exactly like that movie.
it's like, you know, Grizzly Man. You ever see that one?
Yeah.
That's the one that, you know what Grizzly Man is, right?
Yeah, but why would people?
No, I'm just more just saying stupid things people will do that think, oh, that sounds like a great idea at the time.
Meanwhile,
Yeah.
I'm over here like never been camping in my life.
Nope. I'm the one, like, I think my first ex called me housebroken. Was her elegant phrase for me. Because I'm the guy that's like, oh, we should go camping. Fuck no, we are not.
I went into, I was actually supposed to go camping like a couple weeks ago, and I was like super stoked because I've never really been camping before, and I like walked in right here, sports basement, and I was like, so I'm going camping, and he was like, the guy that works there, and he was like, yeah, and I was like, I've never been camping. And he was like, oh.
Like, oh dear. Okay.
Yeah.
So here's your funeral bag.
But, okay, yeah, that's what I got from that movie.
Okay.
Back to the trailers. It's off on my camping tangent.
And then we got which one was Grandma? Oh, that was the
Grandma.
one. Spunky fire spit.
Yeah,
Grandma,
so girl gets pregnant, apparently, looks like from the trailers. Her grandma's got her back, no one else does.
Yeah. So it looks quirky.
It looks quirky, it looks cute, it looks funny, it looks right up my alley. I'm probably gonna end up watching it because the main girl was also in another weird, quirky, super low budge movie not that long ago where she also gets pregnant and she has the same exact hairdo.
I just know it's more
I don't
like
remember what it's called.
it's kind of the
It's on demand.
It's a subgenre of characters that we've
Netflix.
seen a lot of the, hey, you know, it's okay to be rude if you're funny while you're doing it. Which
Yeah.
kind of bugs me at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's-
agree.
Like, I mean, I will admit I've liked my share of douchebags on TV. I still love Dr. Cox. I don't care what anybody says.
Doctor Who?
Dr. Cox, he was in Scrubs.
Oh, I never watched Scrubs.
Oh, okay. Well, he was kind of like, and then he was House before House was a thing.
Okay, I watched House.
Yeah.
Okay.
But same kind of attitude. But it's kind of like, you know, guys, you're not supposed to act that way in real life. Most people are just trying to do their jobs.
Just be normal.
Like, cause like there's a point where like in the trailer, one guy, like a waiter, has to complain to her because they're being rude.
Oh yeah.
And that bugged the crap out of me because I'm like, hey, he's just doing his job.
Yeah.
No need to be rude.
Crazy,
Be nice.
yeah.
You know, it's not his fault. You want to be rude?
A little less
people are complaining.
realistic characters. Like it's funny, but
It's like I don't think it's like, you know, he's just doing his job. He's got to clean that up afterwards. Thanks, you know. Be a little fucking considerate.
I like the older woman actress though.
Oh, she looks like she's gonna do a great job in the movie.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Was those the only trailers?
That's it. It's the camera in the camera theaters. They only play like 3 trailers max.
Do they really?
Yeah.
Why do I feel like I always see more? I'm imagining things.
Maybe you've seen a lot of movies. I mean, AMC or whatever the other one's called, Cinelex or whatever, will play a lot more trailers. But camera 12 and camera 7 usually plays like 3 trailers max.
That makes sense because they do the little like question.
They do the ads. That's what they do.
They do ads and then like the little short and the trivia.
And they don't play it like 5 million ways to tell you to turn off your goddamn cell phone.
Yeah, true.
So yeah, Diary of a Teenage Girl. Final thoughts?
Really good, intense. Don't watch it unless you're prepared.
Yeah. This is the closest thing we've had, I think, this year to 12 Years a Slave.
I still haven't watched that.
That's another one I mean, this isn't quite on the same caliber. I'm just saying this is the closest one so far, as in, when it was over, we just kind of sat there for a minute, like... Ooh. I mean, it wasn't quite as bad as, like, when we saw The Hunt or 12 Years a Slave, because that literally left us stunned for, like, 5 solid minutes. Like, I remember me, Sarah, and Grant went to go see The Hunt a couple years ago, and when it was over... Have you ever seen The Hunt? No. It's on Netflix. It's a fantastic movie, but it's also one of those incredibly hard to watch movies. We just sat there for like 5 minutes like... We didn't look at each other, we didn't say a fucking word. We just sat there. Oh. And then slowly turned and went, holy crap!
Yeah, so far the only movie Grant's made me watch on Netflix was fucking Babadook.
You know, I actually saw my last X-Type movie. And she was giving me shit for like 3 days afterwards.
And then I had to drive home in the dark and like walk to my car in the dark. Which Grant walked me home. Walked me to my car, so that was nice.
Like I knew whenever she was thinking about it too, because she would go, that fucking movie.
I was like literally like this the whole movie.
Yeah, he told me you can eat out. Yeah.
No. I'm trying to convince a couple other people to watch that right now, so I can feel the vindication of torture someone else.
Revenge is mine.
Exactly.
But yeah, Diary of a Teenage Girl, great movie. Not an easy sit.
Don't watch it with your mom.
Don't go into this cold.
No, don't watch it with your dad.
That'd
be more awkward.
Don't watch it with any parental figure in any way whatsoever.
That would be so awkward.
It's like, what's that?
I saw Superbad with my mom.
Well, your mom sounds cool.
No, my mom is cool, but like at that point, I was still 14 and awkward as shit.
Like, I watched Game of Thrones with my parents, so...
I think I'd be okay watching Game of Thrones, but I'm older now.
Yeah, I would say that. When we first started, that was kind of like... Whenever the sex scenes pop up, like,
Well, okay, Superbad, I'm 14, and there's a ton of dicks showing up on the giant theater screen.
It's like, should we talk about all the dicks in this movie, too?
Oh! That's one thing we forgot to bring up. There's a lot of dicks in this movie.
Like, one is literally animated, and it pops out of a dude's pants, and it's kind of like... Just like, yep, big old floppy dick, just whoop, 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 whoop.
I so forgot to mention that. Yeah. Okay.
Because apparently it's true, like, the main character turns into an nymphomaniac for a while. And just imagine it's like...
I forget to bring this up, and now...
Because we're too busy talking about pedophilia.
This is gonna be our last words on the movie.
Dicks everywhere.
There's a lot of them.
Final thoughts? There's a lot of dicks. That'd be on the poster.
You're welcome.
Michael the Comic Nerd said, there's a lot of dicks in this movie. Vanity Simon says, needed more tits.
I'm like picturing it like quoted on like IMDb like critic.
Have said it like narrated by Morgan Freeman. Time says the actor's 18, right?
Question mark, exclamation point.
Variety says the mustache should have been a dead giveaway.
That was sort of... I guess it's the 70s. I feel like they got away with the mustache because everyone got away with the mustache, but he still had a pedo mustache.
I had a pedo mustache for a while. I'm not... Like, no, it's on my goddamn driver's license. Like,
oh my god, let me see it!
Like, it was that non-existent mustache that you have when you think, like, oh, it's cool.
It's cool.
It's cool because I have facial hair there.
I have so much facial hair.
You have to...
Oh my god, you look so young.
Yeah, I was when I was like 16. I think.
You look so
Like
much
I don't know
younger.
how well you can see it. You can't see that at all. But if you look really close and they made like brighten up the image, you can see like little tiny hairs on my face because I was like, my family was like, dude, you gotta shave that. I was like, no, it looks awesome.
I'm a man.
It'll grow in. And then I didn't change it until a few friends of mine, like online friends, saw a picture of me and go, dude, what's with the mustache? Like someone says like, dude, you look like a
Shave
pedophile. And then that person goes, dude, you look like the first gay Soprano character. This is all completely true.
At least you acknowledge it.
Like this is like, yeah, I was like, oh shit, okay, I gotta shave it. And my mom was like, finally.
Yeah, I was a lot less redeeming as a teenager. I was a goth kid.
I was a fucking douche as a kid, as a teenager.
Yeah.
I still have douche's tendencies, but
Douche's tendency, you're so not a douche.
I have tendencies. There are moments where I look at myself and go, wow, I'm a fucking douche.
I feel like that the very fact that you can contemplate how douchey you are proves that you're a lot less douchey than.
No, like I have this voice in the back of my brain that I blame my childhood on and all the shitty people I had to deal with. But like every time I go over a boundary, it's there. Like I think Christopher Tice calls it your inner retard. Cause like I was like I'll watch a movie like I would never do that. My inner retard go, really? Because there was that one time where you absolutely fucking did, you idiot. I'm like, thank you, voice in my head. You keep me humble. I don't know. And then my depression goes, ooh, I want to join the party, and then that whole party starts.
And then that's really fun.
And that's really fun. Then it turns into let's watch Ghost Rider 1 and 2 over and over again. Okay. Those movies are fun.
Your conscience makes you do that.
No, that's when the depression kicks in. They're like, maybe not Ghost Rider 1 and 2. It just goes like, let's watch her over and over and drink. Okay, depression.
Yeah, that's more my her. Okay. And with some
like whenever I feel
beverages.
sad, her goes in the DVD player.
Whenever I feel sad, I watch the same movie every time to make myself feel better. And
Which one?
You're gonna laugh if you know what this is. It's kind of a funny story. Because it's right up my alley.
I know of that. I feel like I've heard of that movie. I've never seen.
Galifianakis in it. It has all like the same kids that have been coming out in all these indie movies that were in that one like first, and then they all came out in the recent ones. Like the kid from Me, Earl, and Dying Girls in it.
Oh, okay,
He's
okay.
like the best friend,
I
the main
wanna watch this
character,
now.
Craig. It's awesome.
Like Zach,
It's like my favorite movie. It's like my feel better movie.
nice. I think
Yeah.
mine is Drinking Buddies.
I would see it.
That one's on Netflix. It's really
Is
good.
it? Okay.
It's
good.
it's like
I'll watch
it's
it.
a mumblecore indie movie. It has Olivia Wilde in there. But like all the dialogue is improvised, but the actors are so good they can actually,
Really?
yeah, like
Wow, that's cool.
like the directors gave them an outline of what to do in the scene, and they
Yeah,
just came
like-
away with it there. But the characters have just such good chemistry that it makes it like it totally fucking works. And Kendrick's in that movie too.
Oh, I like her too. Oh, I'll have to watch that then.
Yeah, it's on Netflix. It's only an hour and a half. Anyway, we've gone way the fuck off topic.
Yep.
So,
Okay.
I
Bye.
think it's all we got, guys. We still got a ton of shit to catch up on. Hopefully, we get to it when we can. But I don't know what the hell we're gonna review next. So, see you guys later.